We also had a lingering problem, a festering problem, when you and I used to play cricket together, where you'd always let me bat first, but then I wouldn't necessarily bowl out the 50 overs. So can you recount that?
50 overs, yeah, that's right. I'm not sure if you made it through 5 overs at any point. Oh yeah, well, just go explore, you know.
I already did.
Go explore the woods.
Done.
See if you can find a brown bear or two.
Done.
Maybe an alligator there in the pond. Well, just 10 more minutes of play. It's just good for you to, you know, get some fresh air.
So did we even bother feigning a toss, or was it always I was going to bat
I think
first?
we feigned a toss because, you know, I like that, you know, and if I won the toss, I elected to bowl. Knowing the entire day's activities depended on me making that decision. So, yeah, I'd toil away for, you know, an hour and a half to knock you over 8-10 times.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, normally you'd make a total of 60 or 80 or something like that. And I'd probably be none for 11 or something, and that'd be the end. one square cut for 4 and you're off.
Did I have at least the courtesy to fake some sort of injury, or did I just walk on?
Sometimes I think you had an injury.
Right.
You know, sometimes you had a Michael Lodra. But more often than not, just the bowling just got so half-hearted. You just trundle in, throw in an absolute mock delivery. I'd dispatch, and then it would just be such an insult. We'd both agree that enough was enough.
And then there was an infamous day where we were playing some rugby with Carl and Scott Sherwood there. Can you describe that incident?
Yeah, I can still see that. Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, it's brotherly love, I suppose. I mean, I was smaller than Kratz and smaller than Scott, but you and I were playing Kratz and Scott Sheriff, so it was a complete mismatch. Because for some reason we were playing tackle rugby, which was a bit silly, because you were tiny. And so anyway, they were beating us, and we had although they might have, I don't know, I think it was close. Like, I felt like if we had gotten the last try, we might have won or something. It must have been fairly important. And Kratz tackled me as I passed to you, and you were heading for the try line, but Scott was right in your way. There was no way you were getting through Scott. I remember just looking at you and put your head down and lead with the fist. And then he went down with the tackle and he caught your fist right in the chin. Boom, down he went, and you went in for the try. I was excited. I thought, but then Dad, unbelievably, Dad must have seen it, I think, from the garden.
Oh, you couldn't miss it.
Yeah, I suppose. And you were just protesting as he came roaring down towards you. It was an accident. It was an accident. It was an accident. And Dad went, boom. So was that.
But that was for my own benefit. You thought stopped any retaliation from the bigger Scott.
Yes, that's true. Dad probably saved you from an even worse fate.